is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Halos are looking to break out the brooms here at home.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Griffin Canning, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
So in now for San Francisco, Tommy Lastella. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
1-1. Now a flare out toward right center. Fletcher backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Stepping up to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Trout to the track, to the wall. Gone! Solo shot here to left center field. 3rd home run for him on the year as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
At the plate now, Donovan Solano, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 7 homers and 22 RBIs. Hitters count 2-0 to the DH of the Giants.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. The count now at 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Again, another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he got him.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Mike Yastremski digging in at the plate. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. Another 2-2 offering.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson, as we show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First offering, and a ball, 1-0. Yastremski leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. Lifetime against this particular arm, he's gone 3 for 6. He's taken him deep once. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 9, Rendon.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
2 men are on with 2 men out. One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Curveball misses inside.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So this is what you'd call the very definition of a quick hook, as he's allowed 1 run to score in the first, yet he's shown the door anyway. Jaime Barria gets the call out of the bullpen in the very first inning, as they certainly didn't get the start they had hoped for. Next to dig in, Wilmer Flores. And a great chance here for the Giants to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, the pitch. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. The 1-0. Two out, bases loaded. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The set and the 2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 2-2. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. He's set. The 3-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first at Angel Stadium. And the Giants are off to an early 1-0 lead. Caleb Berriger will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, this guy's one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. You're not going to see a bundle of strikeouts, not an overpowering guy. Puts the ball on the in and outside corners, up and down in the strike zone. A pitch-to-contact guy, so if you're looking for strikeouts, you're probably not going to see a boatload from this guy in this one.
And stepping in, David Fletcher. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Up with it is Longoria. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second.
Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 287 the average coming in. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. Set to deliver on 3-0. One out, nobody on. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
3-2.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the center fielder, Mark.
So a runner at first with one out now. And that brings up Mike Trout. From the stretch. Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yastremski is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the third baseman,
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First offering.
Oh, that's out.
Down the left field line and deep. The 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. Iglesias is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing into pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Ready with the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Rendon at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that with too much.
So now to the plate, Jared Walsh, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The set and the 1-1. Popped up. Flores is under it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We'll head to the top of the second, all even now at 1-1. Second inning upcoming from the Big A, but first here's Heidi Watney with more on the forecast.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Casalli. Lays off 1-0. Well, as mentioned in the open of the broadcast, the Halos have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
2-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
He waits, now the pitch.
Count 3-1.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Tommy Lastella to bat next. He's set, here it comes. Lifted in the air out to right. Back goes Fowler at the track, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Standing in now, Mauricio Dubon, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 1-0 home. There's a slider taken for a ball. Two and one after the foul ball there. Casalli, the runner at third. Lastella stands at second, no outs. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. Bouncer to the left side. A throw to the plate, and he will beat the tag by Suzuki, safe at home plate. Next to bat for the Giants, Donovan Solano, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Has a look. Now the pitch. To the left side, but it's well fouled.
He smoked that changeup foul. That's why we're seeing the expansion of netting around baseball.
Here's the 1-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-1. And a double steal try here. Fly ball right down the line in left. Upton is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And I'm locking in today on defensive extraordinaire David Fletcher. This is a guy that can beat you on the defensive side. He's got great hands, quick feet, great reaction time, loves turning the double play. They love having him out there.
At the plate, Mike Yastremski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got the average to .321 with 19 homers and 51 runs batted in. 0-1, here's the pitch. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Second and third here, 1 man out. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Here now the 2-2. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Into the box, Alex Dickerson. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. In his career versus this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And it's 1-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. And 2 left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Giants 3 and the Angels 1. ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Justin Upton.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Here's Dexter Fowler now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Fowler stands 6'5" tall and will hit from both sides of the plate. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Upton the runner at first, nobody out. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And next up will be Franklin Barretto, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. One and 1 to Franklin Barretto. One pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together, or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
And now for the Angels, David Fletcher. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. First and second now, 1 man out. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit the other way out toward right field. Back goes Yastremski. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready now for L.A., Jose Iglesias. Two's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Ball and a strike.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Fouled away. Runners on first and third, 2 away. High in the air down the right field line. Yastremski is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Angels strand a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1. Now to the plate. Here is Brandon Belt. His career numbers against this pitcher. He's 2 for 4.
Brandon Belt.
Here's the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run here for Brandon Belt, number 148 for his career, as the Giants have opened it up now to 4-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores.
The shortstop.
As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
In is the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He collected a base hit his first time up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike to Longoria.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count. That's
And
ball
treading carefully with Longoria here. It's 3-1 now. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Next, here is Casalli. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
That evens it up, 1-1. Longoria, base runner at first with 1 out. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Tommy Lastella now, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Two out with the man at first. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
3-2, full count. Ready with the payoff pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
In now, Mauricio Dubon, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. In the air out to straightaway left. Longoria rounds third and is digging for the plate. And this one will bounce into the wall. And the runner will score from second. He pulls into third safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Patrick Sandoval is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. At the plate now, Donovan Solano as he sends it on the ground to first. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Giants out in front here, 6-1.
Welcome back. The Angels are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something that they've done very well this season. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
For the Angels, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
First delivery to him. Mike Trout is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The windup and the 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Nope,
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next to hit is Kurt Suzuki. Worked a walk his first time up. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball in. Ball, that's out.
Here he comes on 2-0. And he finds the black here with a curveball, 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Rendon, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. This one's flared off to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are two aboard now.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
To the plate now, Jared Walsh. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball two.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Ready with the 2-0.
Inside, ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts, you can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Grounded back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in next, Justin Upton. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Dubon is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Angels strand a couple. They trail 6-1. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Mike Yastremski. His career numbers in this matchup, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Fowler. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Standing in now, Alex Dickerson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And it's fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And that misses 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
So now to the plate, Brandon Belt. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the AB now. A high fastball is in there.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
You know what, Matty? I think it's so tough for a lefty to stay tucked on that slider, to keep his front shoulder in and be able to recognize it and not get beat with the fastball.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Wilmer Flores. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 3. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. And he pops it up back behind second base. Fletcher has got it, and the side is retired. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Giants 7 and the Angels 1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. Zero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Fouled off. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Fouled away. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
At the plate, Franklin Barretto has so weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2.
That's in. Ball 2.
Hey, started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Fowler on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, David Fletcher, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 0-1 pitch. Ready with the 0-2. High and deep down the left field line. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That misses, 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Still even at 2-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit, and he is in there.
Hey, D-Ro, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11? This guy's dinner tastes different.
Now here's the Giant skipper making his way out toward the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, not exactly sure why he's getting the hook, as he's given up just 1 run, but nevertheless, he's on his way to an early shower. Into the box, Jose Iglesias. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. He's set and the pitch.
No, that's down.
A runner on first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Misses, ball 2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2. Hit hard to short. Taken in by Flores. The toss will go to Lastella at second, and the force out means the inning is over. A run, a hit, and a man left. We played 4 full. Giants on top, 7-2. Digging in will be Evan Longoria for his career in this matchup. He's a perfect 3 for 3. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Into the box now, Curt Casalli. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Casalli, a 32-year-old veteran. He was taken in the 10th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he had.
Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now back, second baseman, Lastella.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tommy Lastella. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First delivery to him.
Nope.
And that misses for ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Seven runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. 1-1 to Tommy Lastella. Here it comes on 1-1.
That's inside. We got 3 balls and
Looked
2
like he
strikes.
tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Iglesias is up with it. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-2. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First offering. Anthony Rendon is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Line drive to center field. Dubon has it, and there's 1 gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Stepping up is Kurt Suzuki. Singled last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
The windup and the 0-1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
1 out, nobody on. Heading out towards shallow right. Yastremski in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Next to hit, Jared Walsh. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Cueto's ready. First pitch on its way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Here's the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and stepping up now will be Mauricio Dubon. Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The bat, number 7, designated hitter, Donovan Solano.
So it'll be the Giants' DH, Donovan Solano. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike now. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Fowler has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastremski.
Stepping in next, Mike Yastremski. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Giants down in order. They're on top 7-2. Justin Upton the next to hit. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. He has 7 hits in 28 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Now the first pitch. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one.
Oh, look at the sliding stop in time. Now at the plate is Dexter Fowler. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
All even now, 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
At the plate now, Franklin Barretto, as it's on the ground toward the hole. Onto the shortstop at second, but it's thrown away. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, David Fletcher. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. He's 2 for 4. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. Long throw to third. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
To the plate now, Jose Iglesias, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the 1-0.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count, he's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
Angel shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Barretto at third, Fletcher at second with 1 away. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Cueto pauses. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no
Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Two out here and a runner at second. High in the air down the right field line.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. I'll give the enthusiasm a 10, the dancing a 4. No shame, and you gotta love it. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. So here is Alex Dickerson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Alex Dickerson.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
That's 1 and 2.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Now it'll be Brandon Belt. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The 1-0. One and 2.
1 ball.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
At the plate, Wilmer Flores. And that one yanked just foul. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Aaron Slagers will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Aaron Slager.
In now, Evan Longoria. In the air down the line in left. Upton on the move. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Giants 8 and the Angels 4. Now at the plate, Anthony Rendon. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now another 0-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Casalli has it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So now to the plate, Kurt Suzuki.
Ball 1.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Pitch on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Belt is there for it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Next up, Jared Walsh. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball match outside.
The 1-0.
Hey!
2 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. Cueto gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Angels are gone in order. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, Curt Casalli.
The catcher, number 2, Curt Casalli.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The Angels entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
And here's a good sinker now, but it misses. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a good take there will nut him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Tommy.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Tommy Lastella. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. No balls and a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is there, and he's out as he's nailed by Suzuki.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
This is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Mauricio Dubon will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now the pitch.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Heading out towards shallow right. Fowler has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Giants are down quietly. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Matt Wisler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37, Matt Wisler.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Justin Upton.
The left fielder, Justin.
First pitch on its way. The 1-0.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Upton lays off again, and he's in control of the count. It's 3-1. Pitch on the way.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Into the box now, Dexter Fowler, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Fastball called for strike 2, and it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Here comes the 1-2. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ball hit on the ground here for the first baseman, Belt. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next will be the designated hitter, Franklin Barretto. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
The 0-1 delivery.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Felix Pena enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in is the veteran DH, Donovan Solano. First pitch of the AB now. Hit hard to the right side, reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Yastremski.
Now to bat, Mike Yastremski. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Now into the box, Alex Dickerson. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Giants 8 and the Angels 4. So stepping in is David Fletcher. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest.
David Fletcher.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That ball went out.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
into the box, Mike Trout, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Past battles with Matt Whistler, he's 1 for 2. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Giants have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 8-4 the final this afternoon. The San Francisco Giants get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Johnny Cueto gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants, 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Angels, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.